Up yet. We're still showing upcoming right now on my screen. We're showing that. All right, let's give it a second here. All right, we're showing live on the YouTube, so we can get this
I've
one
got it
started.
too. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Let's get the intro in here real quick.
All right, let's do it.
Hi, this is Jack Hughes of Wang Chung, and you're listening to the DND Dynamite 80s podcast show with your hosts DC and DH.
Live from Nashville, Tennessee, you are listening to the D&D Dynamite 80s podcast with your hosts, DC and DH. So, guys, take it away. Take it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another fantastic episode of D&D Dynamite 80s. I'm DH.
Hey, and I'm DC.
And we're here to take another fantastic look at all things Elvis this month, man.
Yeah, Elvis month. Yes,
you
sir.
can't beat it. I mean, it's been an amazing month so far. And, you know, DC, I don't think we told the listeners, I don't think everybody thinks we still work in the same school, but, you know,
right.
you got traded for a draft pick of the
Yeah, I
future,
got traded
so,
out.
You know.
Yeah.
So how's your week been, brother? I don't.
It's been smooth. Yeah, you don't get to see me like we used to in the same school building.
Thank God for little things. All I can say.
I bet. No, it's going smooth, man. I hope yours as well.
Oh, you know it's always smooth, man. We just keep on sailing, just one day
Absolutely.
after another.
Yeah.
Dude, we are having an amazing month with Elvis.
Yes, we are.
It's such a blast. And tonight we kind of reached the
pinnacle.
Mm-hmm. We're there. So without further ado, DC, you better do this introduction right, man. You should have the intro music ready. You know,
I should. The Odyssey. The Odyssey
should have
going.
everything ready. By the way, I'm doing morning announcements. That's my music I come into now, just so you know.
There you go.
You should have all this ready, right? Because you're such a
well, I don't, but yeah.
I knew that. Okay.
Right.
Well, I'm going to throw it over to you. Let's get the intros going.
All right.
Listen.
It's been a pleasure to welcome.
Since you don't have it ready coming out of Memphis, referee Jerry Calhoun's turned his back.
And the chain is out. The chain is out. Going to use the chain on them.
The old Memphis
They're
wrestler.
in Memphis, yes. No, we are honored to have Joseph Hall with us. He's an Elvis tribute artist. And Joseph, I think you are in the Nebraska. Is that correct?
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Okay.
So, Lincoln, Nebraska.
Outstanding. It's a pleasure to have you. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing great. You know, it's a beautiful Wednesday night here in Lincoln, and things are good.
You know,
fantastic.
The first thing I do have to say is I see some pennants in the background. I think we need some UT pennants to go on that.
Yeah, you're doing them Tennessee ones up there.
Yeah, my kid. So I have an 18-year-old, and his name is Presley, and he's getting ready to start college in the fall, and so he's going to the University of Nebraska.
Oh wow!
And
fantastic!
Yeah,
that is awesome.
So we're all very, very proud of him, and I'm in his room right now.
Okay.
My wife and I, we have 4 kids, and they're running all over the place. And so it's like I have to find the quietest corner of the house. You know?
I can't imagine.
Kids running in here. Those are my kids.
Hey, it's all good. Hey,
we're used to having a bunch of kids around, so that's okay.
Man.
We're both teachers, so that's fine.
Okay.
This is the only show I think ever where I was sitting in the parking lot doing it, and a security guard came up, so I asked him to join the show.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
I thought about doing it in my car, man. I keep on the car.
Hey, we're used to everything. We actually interviewed a person that was in a hot tub, so we've done it all. So no worries, no worries.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Right.
Oh man.
So Joseph, I want to start out with this. I mean, I know we all know Elvis, what an iconic figure, but how did this career come about for you?
Well, my dad, he is the big Elvis fan, so early on I was exposed to his favorite artist, and Elvis Presley is one of them. And so growing up, I heard Elvis all the time. You know, I heard it in the van, I heard it in the car, I heard it at the house, everywhere. And then it was on my 21st birthday, Dad took me to Las Vegas, and I saw my first Elvis show out there. It was a Legends in Concert show. And the guy that was doing Elvis that night, his name was Graham Patrick, came out on stage, just blew my mind away. And that is what sort of started the fire, my Elvis fever. And from there, I kind of started to really sort of deep dive into a lot of Elvis Presley's music. And that's kind of how that got started there.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing this now for 19 years.
Wow.
19 years.
What a run. Yeah.
Yeah. Quite the run. I got my start on America's Got Talent. That's sort of what sort of pushed me into that. I started the Elvis thing right at the end of 2006. And in 2007, I was doing it part-time. I was working at my dad's restaurant. And then in 2008, I went on the America's Got Talent show, and I finished in the top 10. And then it was right after I got off the show, I started getting phone calls, and that's when it sort of really started to turn into something. And so I've been riding that wave ever since.
Yeah. And to this date, 19 years in, and he still hasn't sung all of Elvis's songs yet. There's so many of them.
It's a huge catalog.
Songs. There's over 700 songs that Elvis recorded. And to this day, I still come across songs I'd never heard.
Yeah,
crazy.
It's amazing, and not only
insane.
Not only in the rock genre, but gospel, pretty much anything. Elvis could sing. Sundays on Elvis radio, on XM radio, on the Elvis channel, they play a lot of his gospel songs that he sings.
Right.
And it's just amazing hearing how he can just change just genres. And he's got one of those iconic voices. I don't know that a lot of singers could do that.
Right. And, and that's one of the things that makes Elvis so special, is the fact that he could jump into any genre of music and make it his own and make it sound so rich and moving.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's amazing.
It is. And one of the things that amazes me is the way, like, you and other performers, you guys kind of keep that spirit of Elvis alive.
That's special.
You know, and that's kind of special for everybody too, because I know, like, I seen a thing, and I don't know if this is true or is going to happen, but I seen something, I can't remember where it was, where they were going to do like an AI version of Elvis singing with like another star or something, like a full concert.
Oh, wow.
But to me, that sounds cool, but to me, I like the real performance. You guys get out there and you keep that music, and you kind of keep that legacy alive. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah, that is special.
Well, thank you. I truly love what I do. And, it's taken me all over the world. I've had so many experiences with it. I've met so many wonderful people, and I'm truly grateful to be able to do what it is that I do. And that's go out there and, pay tribute to my musical hero, and it's a pretty awesome gig.
Yeah. Do you do all the different decades? Or
I do.
Focusing on. Okay.
I do. Okay.
Kind of walk us through what your show would kind of look like.
Well, it's always changing.
Okay.
When we started the show, you got to have a 2-hour show. So
wow. Okay.
It's difficult to try to do 2 hours of just 50s or just 2 hours of just movies or 70s. So when I started to get into the Elvis thing, I really had to jump into all the eras to make a full show. I know a lot of guys that like to just sort of concentrate on just one specific era, which is a really cool thing too, because it gives you the ability to sort of master that era before, graduating to the next era, I guess.
Right? Sure.
But for me, I love all the eras of Elvis. So I have a lot of fun doing the 50s. I have a lot of fun doing movies. Leather, that's a tough one because it gets so hot in that leather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fans love it. They love it.
Yeah.
Of course, jumpsuit's my favorite. I love the jumpsuit.
Yeah.
We were actually talking about that before we got on air, and I don't know what brought it up, but we were kind of comparing Elvis's jumpsuit with the jumpsuits James Brown wore.
Oh yeah,
it was just kind of unique. We never really made that.
All of them were unique.
Yeah. They're all unique, and it's amazing how when you look at Elvis, how the older he got, the more elaborate the suits became as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And what I had heard is one of the jumpsuits that was in the making for Elvis that he never got to wear was it was a jumpsuit with mirrors on it.
Oh, wow.
So because he wasn't moving a lot, and so I think the idea behind that was so the light would reflect off the mirrors of the jumpsuit and just create this like awness. So yeah, but that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe I should get a jumpsuit with mirrors on it.
You should.
Right. There you go.
One big disco ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Disco Elvis. That's
there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, he was already going into that. Yeah.
Right. You can just add that to the act.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I want to know though. Now, this is one of the big questions. How many scarves do you go through a show? You have to.
A lot of scarves. We do. We hand out about 12 scarves a show.
Wow.
12 scarves a show, and we do about somewhere between 90 to 100 90 to 100 shows a year. So
wow, yeah, that's something.
So the scarf manufacturers really like you.
They like you.
They're very appreciative.
Yeah, we keep them in business. Yeah, and teddy bears too. We throw teddy bears in our show.
Wow.
Oh wow, there's a show. And so, I have some really cool people, some really cool friends and fans that, they'll go to the Dollar General, they'll go to like thrift stores, and they'll find a whole bunch of bears, and then we'll use them and clean them up and toss them out to the audience. And
cool.
You just gave me the coolest idea. You have got to be in full costume as Elvis and go into Dollar General and video. I want to see this.
Awesome.
I want to see this. I mean,
hey, y'all got any teddy bears in here?
Up at the counter. I was going to say, go up to the counter and
you talking about some mouths dropping? That would do it.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
You've got to do that and video it and put it out somewhere. I want to see this.
That would be awesome.
That would be hilarious.
Now, I tell you this, if we took Joseph to our favorite eating place too, and he was decked out in the jumpsuit, that would be kind of unique too.
Hey, so Joseph, what he's talking about, and I don't know if y'all have these in Nebraska or not, the Waffle House.
Kansas, yeah, but I'm very familiar with Waffle House. Yeah.
Okay.
So, sure. so Friday
pecan waffles, man. I love the pecan waffles. I'm telling
you. Hey.
Well, hey, we might as well at this point. Let's go ahead and give him that question of the night.
Okay, we can do it now. Now, Joseph, this will determine if you get to stay on the air or not. Okay. Right. So, what happens is, and I'm going to explain this whole thing because I'm getting tired of being told that I cheat in this every week.
Oh man!
Just because somebody is very suspicious of the mind,
sure.
Very suspicious minded. I get told I cheat at this. What we do, normally we give you 2 artists, but since it's Elvis month, we're going to give you 2 Elvis songs and you get to choose your favorite. Now, whichever song, whoever has what song that you choose, we do our post show at Waffle House on Friday morning because it's such a high.
It's a high price object. Yeah, that we do here.
The loser has to buy breakfast, and DC has such a suspicious mind about this whole thing. He says, "I always drop hints. I don't drop hints. I don't know what he's talking about."
Oh man,
it's just like he's so paranoid with a suspicious mind. I can't understand it.
Yeah.
So in the name of fairness, I'm going to let him tell you the 2 songs so his paranoia of his suspicious mind will calm down.
Right. So we've got Suspicious Minds versus Burning Love.
Which one's my favorite?
Yes.
Oh, definitely Suspicious Minds.
Yeah.
Of those 2. Yeah, of those 2. Yeah.
So Joseph, as I'm drinking my 3rd cup of coffee at the Waffle House, I'm going to hold it up and I'm going to go, thank you very much.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it.
Oh man.
Suspicious Minds was probably the first Elvis song I can remember hearing as a child. When our family was moving from Texas to California and we were in the U-Haul, and I was in 3rd grade at the time, and I remember my dad had this cassette, and he popped it in, and I can hear Suspicious Minds on that.
Isn't that something?
It was like legendary performances, tape on, something like that. I had a picture of Elvis from the Aloha on there, but yeah, it was that was probably the first imprint of Elvis Presley right there.
I tell you, the coolest thing for me is when he goes from the intro into CC Rider.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's just like a goosebump moment, It's just like
that's right.
That's just the coolest thing that I think I mean, and I've seen Judas Priest and I've seen Motley Crue, I've seen them all, but that is the coolest thing.
Yeah. I never got a chance to see Elvis. Obviously, I was born in '84, so I'm getting ready to turn 41 next week. But the people that I talked to that saw Elvis Presley live, they all say the same thing too. When that 2001 started and the lights went down, you could feel the electricity and you could feel the energy of Elvis already in the building before he ever walked out on stage. I mean, that is powerful. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And that's before the age of all these cool lights and the screens.
That's right.
Yeah, this is just
the man. Yeah.
And two spotlights.
Yeah.
And Elvis walking out on stage and to fill the entire arena with that energy. Oh man. That's so cool.
Oh, it is. And I'm going to tell you, DC, and I think you were, I can't remember who all was there, but when the news came out of Elvis's passing, this is how iconic he was. We were all out behind my house playing football when Mom came out and yelled out the door, and we all came in, and it was just dead silence. Trying to remember, DC, right. I think you were there.
I was there.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, we grew up on the same street too.
And it was just dead silence, and we sat there and watched Vernon Presley kind of talk about it and give the insight, and then they played his concert, the one from Hawaii.
Yeah.
And we watched. I mean, it was just for a group of teenage boys. You'd think, hey, they'd go back and play football, but he was such an iconic person.
It hit everybody hard.
It hit everybody. We just sat there and all
watching
the concert.
Well, it was like 3:00 in the afternoon.
Yes.
I mean, it's just the middle of the day. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and then you get that kind of news.
Right.
My dad, he said that he remembers he was driving and he heard the news on the radio, and he said cars are just pulling over on the side of the road, just pulling over, and people were turning on their headlights. Everybody went into mourning. I mean, it's just went into mourning,
What other performer has touched people so greatly as Elvis Presley?
Yeah.
I mean, we've got, obviously there has been, and there are great artists.
Right.
But to me, no one's close.
Well, it's crazy because here we are 48 years later, and you're talking to a guy
still powerful.
Who makes a living paying tribute to Elvis Presley. Just that in itself, what is a contribution to his legacy,
Sure.
And that is, and again, like I said, it's just something that, when I was in school and when they said, what do you want to be when you grow up? Yeah, I didn't think, an Elvis tribute artist was what I was going to be doing, but
right. Sure.
Life has a funny way of pointing you in the direction. And, I'm just truly grateful that I get to do it,
Now, Joseph, I have to ask, because I know people throw things on the stage, but what is the weirdest, most unique item you've ever went? What in the world and how in the world did they even get that in here?
Yeah. Somebody once threw a tooth.
Whoa.
No, I made that up.
Oh, okay.
A tooth.
I was hooked.
Wow. Hey,
I was hooked.
I was thinking.
Oh man!
I thought you had me on the line on that one.
I was thinking there was a little old lady out there took her dentures.
Yeah.
Now that you said that, you've set yourself up.
Oh yeah.
That's going to happen to you probably.
I honestly, I just get I get a lot of panties, and that's.
Oh wow!
I get a lot of panties.
A bra every once in a while, I'd say.
Every once in a while.
About that time his kids come across the back.
Get out of here. I don't know if there's anything stranger than that.
I could see it now. Your kids go across the back. Next thing you hear is Mom, Dad's talking about getting panties again.
Yeah, they're not extra small either. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that leads me to the next question about no, that's not a comparison, but no, it was the age thing. The age thing is what it triggered me.
Okay.
No, what kind of ages do you see at your shows? Is it a wide spectrum?
It is a wide spectrum. It's becoming a wide spectrum. I would say before the Elvis movie came out, we were between 50 to 65, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. But ever since the Elvis movie came out, there's been this peak of interest amongst the youth, and I've really seen
fascinating.
I've seen a wave of a lot of young people. When I say young, I mean kids, I mean teenagers, I mean young adults. Everybody's curious, they're getting that Elvis fever, and their grandparents are bringing them to the shows, and they're having that bond with their grandmother or their grandfather, and it's becoming something special. And I've noticed that in the last 2 to 3 years, our demographic is changing, which is great for me. Like I said, I got 4 kids, and I got an 18-year-old all the way down to a 2-year-old. So I'm going to probably be doing this for another 20 years.
What do they think of what you do? What Dad does?
They love it. They love it.
Yeah.
So I was 6 years. I was 6 years in Branson. I had a show in Branson.
Oh wow! Wow. Yep. Okay.
And so growing up there, or being there for those 6 years, every kid's parent is in a show somewhere. You know what I mean? So it was very common. But it wasn't until we moved to Nebraska where they're asking my kids, well, what does your dad do? Well, he does Elvis, and they're like, what does that mean? What do you mean your dad does Elvis? Like, yeah, he does Elvis. You mean he like sings and dances like Elvis? Yeah, he does an Elvis show. Elvis impersonator. So it's funny because in Branson, everybody's like, oh yeah, your dad. Yeah, he's at the Clay Cooper Theater or whatever. But here in Nebraska,
a little different, yeah.
We're like, so what does your mom do? So what's his real job? You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, based on my last question and the answer I got, I'm going to put on my disguise before I ask the next question. Where'd everybody go? No, but you touched on something there, and we kind of talked a little bit about this before the show because it just keeps building. And DC asked me, he said, if you had to take a guess, what would your guess be of everything involved with Elvis, like a total dollar value of everything that still revolves around Elvis?
Isn't it just amazing? Mind blowing.
I would say that would be a bigger economy than some nations in this world.
I would bet.
I would bet too, yeah.
Yeah.
It's priceless, man. It really is. I really feel like Elvis is, not only is he just this amazing artist, but he gets passed down, like a family heirloom.
Yeah.
That's a great point. Yeah.
He does. Like parents, grandparents, parents, kids, they're passing down Elvis to them. It's like become this culture, this American piece of treasure that gets passed down to generations. And that's why, Elvis is timeless. Elvis is timeless to me, and
Well, I mean, his effect on the scarf and panty industries alone is more than some economies.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'd say I would say that.
I knew that was coming. Hello.
Where'd you go?
Hello. It's not me.
I'm not him.
Oh gosh, that's
some of them big enough you could wrap around like it's a blanket.
Parachute, man.
Parachute.
I know DH is on vacation this week. I'm the fill-in host.
Man. But yeah, the kids dig it. They love it. And what's kind of funny now is when I come across people and we get to talking about what do you do for a living? Because my kids all play sports, and so you start making friends with all the parents, and
sure.
it's like, well, what do you do? Well, what do you do?
Yeah, right.
And so now it's
tight-lit community. Yeah.
I just, I do Elvis. And they're like, you do Elvis? I was like, yeah, I do Elvis. I'm an Elvis impersonator. I go out there and, I do the show. I sing and dance and try to do the best tribute I can. And, and there was probably a day where I felt little like, embarrassed is not the right word, but like, how do you bring this up? How do you explain it?
Right.
And,
right.
Being so many years in the business and what it's done for me, I'm proud. People be like, well,
sure, absolutely.
I'll bust out, love me tender, love me true.
Exclusive.
And they're all like, whoa. And I'm like, come to a show. And then, and then before you know it, the baseball team or whatever, we're throwing benefits, to raise money for equipment.
Sure.
Yeah. It's great, man. It really is. It's
they call the local special. They call the local Walmart. You need to stock up on panties this week.
Got an Elvis show coming for you.
Elvis show coming. He's in town. Oh, wow. It really is so much fun. And, I have so much Elvis love. And, going to Memphis is something special. Even to this day, every morning, I'll get on Pinterest and I'll just look for Elvis pictures I've never seen before. And there's still pictures that pop up. I feel like I've seen.
Isn't that something?
Picture.
Yeah.
There's still pictures that pop up,
Yes.
Well, it's just cool.
The cool thing is, Joseph, and I don't know if you've ever thought about this, but we've talked about this before. When you're out there for those 2 hours, you provide everyone the opportunity to get away from all the problems in life.
Yeah.
Go back to a time they really loved, or just experience a moment that maybe they never got to experience with Elvis himself.
Yeah.
You give them that experience in that time. So, I mean, when
that's
they
a special gift.
Yeah. When they ask you what you do, you just tell them that, hey,
very proud.
You provide a special gift for everyone that they need in this world.
Thank you very much.
That's true.
Yeah. That's,
you can send my check. I'll give you the address. You can send my check. That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I do. I love what I do, man. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. And, it's funny, kind of like what I was saying earlier, I never would have thought this is what I was going to be doing. This wasn't a plan, like career day. I wasn't like, well, I'm going to do it. It just happened. And, that's God's plan. Things just fall into place, and one thing turns into something else. And before you know it, you've got this thing that's just so special, and it's cool.
Yeah. Have you ever shown up in costume at one of your kids' schools or whatever?
No. Cub Scouts. It's Cub Scouts. It was a fundraiser.
Okay, there you go.
Cub Scout. That's awesome.
That would be such a cool parent-teacher conference night if you would show up like that.
That's right.
That would be awesome.
That would be great stuff.
Just what? Am I in the right place, baby? What's going on? How's my kid doing, baby?
Oh, that would be great.
I love it.
That would be awesome.
Love it. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, man.
Cool.
Joseph, before we get you out of here, man, let everybody.
I'm still picturing the teacher just going, ah.
Honey, you never would guess who I had as a parent tonight. That is great. Now, before we let you go tonight, let everybody know how to follow you and what social medias you're on and all that good stuff in your schedule stuff. Yeah.
The best way to follow me is on my website, josephhallelvis.com. And you go to the website and there's a link there to my Facebook. There's a link there to my Instagram page. My schedule is all lined out for the rest of the year, so it's all there. So josephhallelvis.com is the way to go.
And you do travel all over the country, don't you?
All over the country.
Oh, that's fantastic stuff.
Amazing.
Man, it's been an honor to meet you, and we hope that you'll come on and do this again with us at some point.
A lot of fun, I'm surprised that nobody's come in here yet. Oh man,
it's all good.
Time. Thank you guys so very much for this.
Yeah. Can you hold tight as we wrap it up?
So what?
Can you hold tight, hold with us as we wrap it up?
I thought you said kind of hog tie. I was like,
well, if you can do that too, that'll make the show even better. So we'll just show. We'll let you do that.
From Elvis to the
farm. Right, that's right.
Go ahead. You got to say it. Sui very much.
Oh, wow. All right, DH, take it, my man.
All right. First off, Joseph, thank you so much for joining us, man. It's been a blast. We hope you've enjoyed yourself on the show, and I'm going to go ahead and say either congratulations or condolences, whichever way you want to look at it, because you're now a member of the DND Dynamite family, so you're stuck with us. So, All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for another episode of DND Dynamite 80s. Remember, you can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, on our website, Facebook, all of it DND Dynamite 80s. Also, Canyon Star TV. So if you don't see us on YouTube, you can watch us there. DC, I don't know how this thing is taken off the way it is. Well, I do know how. It's because of people like Joseph.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not us.
It's definitely not us. Trust me.
That's sweet.
Trust me. I look in the mirror every morning. I know it's not us.
It's not us. No. They just like all the great guests that we have.
Yes. But folks, we have a blast doing this. So as I always say before I send it over to DC to take us out and play our sponsors out, remember, it doesn't cost anything extra to be kind. So always be kind to each other. DC?
Amen, brother. Amen. Here we go. Let's get them sponsors in. D&D Dynamite 80s would like to thank their sponsors, Hudson's Flags and More, Nesting Project of Smyrna, Tennessee, PJG Marketing, Totally Cool 80s, Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids, Jackie's Creations on Facebook, Riley Rhodes Art Designs at rileyroads.art on Instagram, and the Magic Yarn Project. You can find all these great folks online. You most certainly can. Check out all our fine friends.
Yes. And one of the things I want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, when we started this thing, let me put on my bifocal so I can see.
Where you can read your notes.
Yes. When we started this thing a little over 5 years ago, we decided one of the things we wanted to do is we wanted to find a way to give back, because we've really been blessed. All the people we've met over time.
Oh, it's been amazing.
Things we do with the show. It's just been an amazing journey. So we have been very fortunate to kind of become part of two amazing organizations. One of them is the Magic Yarn Project. And what these folks do, it's volunteers. It's all volunteers across the nation. And they hand knit headwear like princesses and superheroes and all of that. And they donate those for free to kids that are battling cancer. And it makes such a huge difference for those kids and those families. So we ask that you keep them in your thoughts, prayers. If you're looking for somewhere to
anything money, you can help them,
anything you can help them with, please do that. And
supplies. That takes supplies.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then another organization we've been very blessed to kind of partner with a little bit and help out along the way is Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids. And what this is, our friend the Vooch,
Paul Karafotis, the actor.
Yes, and what he does is this organization, when you make a donation, they take that and provide books for kids that may not otherwise have the resources to get those books. And as educators, we both know how important literacy is at a young age. So we would appreciate your thoughts, prayers, support, whatever you want to do for these organizations. Please help them out. Now, Charlie Bubbles Cares for Kids, and DC, I'm gonna let you talk about this. There's a special project they're working on.
Yeah, a true heart. A family lost a infant daughter to a heart condition and reached out to Paul to write a book, and he did. And they need some donation for production cost of that book. So anything they'll take anything to help with that cause. So look up those great folks and help them out. Next week, we will have author Sally Hodell. She's authored several Elvis books. And, what an awesome month that we have. we have had.
We should have done 2 months
fantastic.
on Elvis, man.
You got that right.
It's been
well, we'll do another one and have Joseph back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's do it.
Definitely.
We'll talk some more. But anyway,
he's going to come straight off the stage with his Walmart bag and show us what he's collected.
what he's collected. Yeah. Right. Oh wow. But check him out, Joseph Hall, Elvis tribute artist, and check out all his great stuff on his website. And go out and see him. Go out and see a show. And we need to get you to Nashville somehow. That's for sure. That would be awesome.
I would love to go to Nashville. I've never been to Nashville, so I would love to go to Nashville.
Well, if it works out, we're going to be on the front row. We're not going to throw the panties at you.
Monster briefs.
Monster briefs.
Fruit of the Looms are too expensive these days.
Oh wow! But it's been a blast, buddy. We appreciate you, and thanks for taking some time with us. It's been great to meet you.
Thank you very much. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
So for DH, for Joseph, I am DC. Keep playing that Elvis music and all that kind of genre of music that you like. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week, folks. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you.